Oh, good to be with you. I am at an archaeological site called Goat, and it's an old Native American site, southwestern. And it just makes you realize how amazingly transient this life is, and how we love looking at the past because it gives us information. But also, it's a really good thing to understand how we, as human beings, can look at the past, can learn from the past. But our own past, the more that we can take the stingers out and lose things, the more connected to love we can be. There's a 4-part thing to release and let go of the impediments in our life, right? And it's forgo, forbear, forgive, forget, right? And forgo means that you just put it down, and you, every time you think about some old past wound or something, that you just put it in your altar, you have a ritual, you burn it, you bury it, to signify that you no longer need a relationship with that. You can learn the lesson from it, but you don't need to hold on to it. And forgo, that's forgo, right? I love the fact of just write it down, put it in your altar. But burning it is sometimes really powerful. Burning and burying, or putting it under the ashes under a tree that you want to thrive, so that the past can actually create a more powerful future. Forgo means that you, every time that you start to think about it, you go, no, I actually like burned or buried or let go of that, right? Forgive. Ooh, this is the hard one for us as human beings. Why should I forgive that asshole, right? Why should I, let them off the hook? You're not. You're letting yourself off the hook, right? I think the Dalai Lama said, when you don't forgive somebody, it's like drinking poison and hoping the other person's going to die. And forget means that you forget the injury. You learn the lesson, you forget the injury. But in being in an old site like this, it reminds you that there are old ways that were very beneficial. And some of them are very beneficial at that time, and they're not relevant to now. And there's old ways that we're trying to bring back to honor the earth, to honor each other. And that's really important, because what love is really about is about honoring and respect. And that's where trust comes from, is the more that you can honor and respect another. And in this month of love, it's so important to understand the concepts and the connections of love. It just reminds us how important the past is to learn from, and how important it is to let go of our past, right? To do the 4-part, of putting it down, putting down our injuries, the things that keep us from love. I say, burn them, write them down, burn them, bury that, use the ashes to grow something wonderful and vibrant in the future. And forgo, forbear, take the claws out of it. Every time you start to think about it and you get uptight about it or riled up or like, how could this person have done that to me? You say, oh, I burnt that, or I put that on my altar, right? Forgive. As human beings, do we love to forgive? Not so much. We like to carry it around like a dead cow. But the truth of it is that it's so important for us to forgive. Not because it makes you a better person, but because you're carrying around less of a load, right? Holding on to stuff is a real load. So, and forget means that you forget the pain, but you remember the lesson. And these are the things that clear us so that we can love more deeply, that we can respect and honor. And being in sites like this, you realize that the past is to be studied and learned from. And now we're looking and seeing like the things we want to bring back, the farming cultures that we want to bring back that didn't use chemicals and created a respect and a love for the land that feeds us, right? love pervades everything. It's like the divine kiss of everything in our life. And when we lose the love and the respect and the trust, we lose the essence of our life. So think of right now what you could do to create more respect in your life. The ground that you walk on, the gratitude and respect for your home and how you decorate it, how you speak, how you relate to another. Bring respect into that, and it will grant you a much greater love quotient, which is what this month is about, what this year is about, truly what this lifetime is about. Love you. Blessings.